avocado. Napenda ukiwa hapa kando. Washa kando. Because I like it when we avocado. When we avocado. And boy, I like it when we avocado. When we avocado. And boy, I like it when we avocado. Wewe umenimaliza, kama mimi wako basi eleza. Mimi ningependa kukudekeza. Ooh baby boy, you give me joy. I hope utanifundisha. Juu mimi ni kitabu baby, andika kile wachotaka kitafanyika. Ooh baby boy, make me enjoy. And baby, ooh, my avocado. Napenda ukiwa hapa kando. Washa kando. Because I like it when we avocado. Nikaja kupenda na moyo wangu wote. Chali huyu alinifanya nimuote usiku na mchana, nikawa ni kama nimepagawa, sionekani popote. Nikaja kutenda mambo mengi magumu na mazito ili niradi niwe naye, lakini sasa ninapotazama naona kwamba niliacha upweke. Nilikuwa na wengi wa mahaba, nilikupenda kinyama, kukupenda sikuwaza, kamba nikakaza, lakini huonekani mpaka sasa. Nilikuwa na wengi wa mahaba, nilikupenda kinyama, kukupenda sikuwaza, kamba nikakaza, lakini huonekani mpaka sasa. Kijana, 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 Rosella, Anita Rosella, Rosella, and you came through when I was lonely. I made your dreams come true. Lakini sasa tumefika mwisho. Lakini sasa tumefika mwisho. It's complicated, I'm hesitating, my heart is racing, it's overrated. It's complicated, I'm hesitating, my heart is racing, it's over. And leave me alone. Where we end and leave me alone. If you don't want to stay, basi enda. I've met people who helped me in my journey, so I cannot take that for granted. Dana said I used to hear me singing Butterflies everywhere. He was like, just come and record this song. And like, you own the masters, like, just come and do it and get it over with. Susan Wanjiro, she used to sing with a band called Gogosimo. She took me under her arm, taught me a lot about live music that I know about now. So I have gotten my support here and there, but then again also, it's more of a negative than a positive. It really is.
Also,
this industry is rough. They have their set standards, which I don't think are rightfully or justifiably there. And it's just a lot of nonsense. And all these things, it emanates from a point of love, not from a point of survival. I don't need to do this. That's why I'm a lawyer. So my needs, my bills are covered. Because I'm defending criminals in court. But my music is more about passion. Very much passion oriented. It's It's a selfish vendetta. As long as you're a woman with disadvantages, it doesn't mean just because you're in the music industry it applies to you. Even me as a lawyer, as a woman lawyer, I experience disadvantages simply because of my gender. It's a given. It's a given. I've lost opportunities in music because I've refused to compromise. I've lost opportunities in law because I've refused to compromise. Like, it's given. As long as I'm this gender, as long as I'm identifiable as a woman, there's gonna be disadvantages. But at the same time, if you are going to feel as a woman just to focus on that and not try and enunciate the advantages you have over the disadvantages, then you're at a loss. So as much as I have disadvantages, I have some advantages that I'd like to enunciate and make maybe a little bit more pronounced to cover up for the numerous, many disadvantages. Yeah, I used to feel intimidated until I was like, you know what, let me just speak it's better actually if you just speak your truth and just believe in your cause. You're more right than whoever it is you're intimidated at. And whoever you're intimidated at is probably it's all in your head. Initially, I used to be very brave and very confident and nothing would shake me. And then you meet these people and they put you down. And then you have to sort of work your way over. So then it became a battle. So some days I'm very confident and some days I struggle with it. It's just being human. Yeah. I'm really trying to unlearn all the limitations I've put in my head that prevent me from being as expressive as I want to be. I have like a songwriting certificate because I'm good at songwriting. I have a Stanley Queen. Other than that, nothing very. I'm not very ceremonious. The award I covet the most is just my authenticity. It's just my freedom and my authenticity and my truth.
Yeah.
And my voice. That's the award. I'm not looking for like the Grammys or like that would be nice, but like
It's not planned for.
it's about me. It's about my truth. It's about my realization and my an organization looking for an anthem, and I had written a song that was very much relatable to that. And then the director of Bradford Chorus asked me to sing that song, and that's how it came to be. I didn't even know people know about that project. Wow. But then maybe didn't qualify as such or something, but then again it has a good message, so it just stayed. Yo, I didn't even know this thing was happening. So my current boss, who's a lawyer, not at all a creative, sent that link to me. And then one of my previous colleagues also sent that link to me. All of these people don't even have like a creative background or aspect to them. They're like, you should try it out, you just never know. So I did try it out. I remember I had to leave work early to try and like film it during the day because at the time where I was leaving was quite far, so I'd only reached the house very late, but it's dark and you cannot possibly record anything. But I was able to record, and then apparently people really liked it. Stand-up was more of like a mental wake-up. It was not about the physical things that I won, though I won some cash, but it was more about like my mental, because I didn't think first of all people would watch my videos, and to beat people like other people who've been there for a while, there was the band Becca was always doing renditions, and Emma Chirito was always doing all these things. And then there's me randomly coming up, and I gather the most views in 2 days. So it was just like a wake up call, like the voices in your head are just in your head. You just need to like focus on the music. Yeah. By virtue of so many circles that we knew, there is this guy called Tom Olango, who's the brother to Polycarp from Sauti Soul, and he was the one who came up with this whole jam session concept. And he wanted artists, and he wasn't really sure if the pilot would work. So the songs I chose, actually, the movement did not want to play them. They refused to play Rosella, they refused to play live. They're just like, you can come up with better songs to sing. But I'm glad that those songs worked the way they did. I sort of had a vision, and so how the concept would be realized. So it was just that thing that, you know, these people doing this, so you jump on it, on the project. And it ended up giving me so many shows, because people would be like, I've seen you from jam sessions, could you come to my wedding or do a corporate gig and stuff like that. So it's opened for me tremendous doors. I'm really grateful. Because I'm more of a live performing artist more than a recording artist. My focus has been mainly to like look for people who I play live with, and people who would record my music. But over time, I feel like Motoria and I, we understand each other in a musical way that no one else understands me. He's my ultimate music director and music producer. Then there's Mike Mwema, who did my song with Lexi, it's called Hapo. And then there's a guy called MC Jeezy. We did a really good song called Checky that sort of captured both of our emotions and just everything. So I've not worked with many producers, so I really can't give you a definite answer there. The thing is, because I'm both a musician and an advocate, I appreciate the fact that both of them really bring out different elements of my life. And honestly, sometimes law can be very boring and I really don't relate. And sometimes music can be very frustrating and I don't want to deal with it. So the fact that I have both of them to complement and supplement each other, it goes a long way for me. If I wasn't a musician, I'd be a very, very, very 1000% focused lawyer. And if I wasn't in law, I'd be 1000% a musician. And if I wasn't either, although this is not what we were taught to say or what we've grown up knowing, being as a grown up as I am now, I would really just want to be a traveler, you know, just to be an explorer and an adventure. Take fruit in the morning by the beach. Yeah. I choose the soft life. Alchemist, Treehouse, The Elephant, Kenya National Theatre.
No,
I mean, mostly about Nairobi. I put my back to my work. Like, by the same you're calling me, I'm gonna deliver a great show. So you have to remunerate me as such. Like my vigility towards life, my passion. My passion is very constant, and it's always been the compass to show me what it is I want to do. My talents, though not all the time. Also, what I don't want to be in life. Yeah,
that can be motivating.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I don't want to be this, so then I have to be the other way around. So that is then motivating. Because I struggle with everything. Sometimes I don't feel like a musician. I have struggles as every human being has, maybe even a little bit overboard. I struggle with the voices in my head or lack of belief in yourself. I struggle with accepting who I am in the body that I am in. I used to struggle with that, now I really don't care. So struggle is a part of life. I believe struggle is a part of life. Believing in yourself. I've had to struggle with believing in myself in terms of like music. In the initial stages, I really believed in my shit. And then came all these voices around you and inside of you and just all these differentiating opinions, and at the end of the day, believing in yourself wins. Yeah, teamwork and just being expressive in how you choose to deliver your music, and just knowing that you can't do anything really alone. You have to have a team or like people who believe in you to help you push up. Yeah. Oh, just believe in yourself, honey. Just believe in yourself and live in your truth. Because whatever it is, people will always talk. People will not stop talking. So you might as well just live and embody who you are and what you want to do. Go after what makes your heart beat fast, no matter the outcome. Live your life to your terms and to the fullest. Yeah. Fairy tale. No. That's what we were taught. That's what we were taught growing up. And that's not what the reality is about. To be honest, I'm not focused about the love aspect in my life at this moment in time. I'm thinking about my career and my passion, because I once invested in love and it yielded absolutely nothing. So I'm very much towards my purpose, my goal, my dream, my career, my passions, like trying to see what that will bring, because maybe they will yield love, maybe, I hope so. But I'm not holding my breath about it. I really am not holding my breath about it. I am a firm believer of self-love. I will never deny myself anything. I love myself. I'm the one who's on this earth. Me is me. I came to learn that that's the safest way to be about. Just be about yourself. Otherwise you'll get hurt. Identity. So if you check my life, or if you believe what I'm saying is, I really have no shame. Like, I just live my life. I don't care who's watching or what opinions they have. That's up to them. That's on them. Frankly, I could not be bothered. So you should identify as close to yourself as you feel as much as possible. Because only then can you then realize who you really are and what your essence is. For me, it's easier because like I've always been on the rebellious side.
Yeah.
So finding my own identity or my own path has always been more gravitated towards, as opposed to like conforming. I've never been a conformer of anything. All the time I've always known who I want to be or who I do not want to be. So maybe it's just the interfering voices of other people coming to cloud my judgment. But all through, I always know, I always have a picture of how I want to be or what it is. And up to date, my mom would tell me something and I'd give them my view. The next morning she texts me, "Oh Martina, check your spirituality." Everyone is different, right? And you have to accept yourself the way you are.
Will it involve hurting people along the way, but just make it about?
That's part of life. You can't go around life with a manual like, okay, so I listen to Swiga on this podcast and this is how I'm gonna live. You have to just go with your gut. This is life, just live it. And embrace every mistake, and embrace every blessing, and embrace every opportunity. And when things are not going as well, accept and appreciate that they are not, because at some point things are gonna get well. I don't believe there's a manual to this life. You just have to live it and be true to yourself. You see, if you listen to all these people who are like happiness, 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 positivity, you can't be positive all the way through. This is life. You can't be happy all through. That's why there's emotions like sadness and grief, and happiness and joy and contentness. There's all these emotions, and you should be able to be in such a way that even if you're going through sadness, you're above it, that you can realize, okay, I'm going through sadness, but this does not mean it's the fate that seals my life. There's no rule. Live to however the version that feels truest to you. Me at first I was happy because I really hated my job, and I was just like, yeah, this would be nice. But I was at a place that I had just started, but it was not that exciting, honestly. So I was working from home, and I had a new boyfriend at the time. It was very exciting. I was like, ooh, vacation time for us. But like, what I can say, my law came in very handy in terms of paying debt or paying bills, as opposed to my music during the pandemic. Because you see, right before the pandemic, I used to host karaoke gigs, and that gave me so much more money than I had, or gave me at least survival money for surety. And then now that COVID came and you could no longer perform in clubs and restaurants, and you could no longer do karaoke activities, then what would I have survived on? So I believe both my careers are very instrumental in my life. I don't choose one over the other. One day I wake up and I feel like, yes, I'm the lawyer that there is in this city. I'm the best. And then I go to a show and I'm like, this is my thing. So I appreciate both disciplines in equal measure. Thank God.
Immunity.
But at some point, not that I ever tested, but there's a time I was really sick. I thought it was COVID.
Suspected.
Yes, I suspected, but I never went for a test. Then I only got injected the vaccine because my job required me to do so. You can't be going around saying, oh, you're not going to inject, you're not going to take the vaccine because you don't know what's in it, and you drink alcohol and you don't know what's in that too.
Yeah.
And you eat some questionable foods and you don't know what's in that too. So for me it's just like, if there was ever a war between like the zombies and the non-zombies, would I rather be a zombie or would I rather not be a zombie? I believe my music is so God given. I can't escape from it. I've tried. I've been in places where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do this. Let me just focus and be the best advocate there is ever. Or just focus on being on achieving that legal journey. But my music is so God given. I cannot run away from it. That's all I know. And I know that is the part that makes me feel most alive. Me performing, there's nothing I can substitute it with. So, yeah. I did entirely make a living out of music before I started making a living out of law. Okay, what I'm trying to say is I did make a living out of music because how I was exposed to music, I could be able to really afford everything I wanted, or most things I wanted. I was even able to support a few other people. Like, it depends with, I think, your onset or how you get into the game. Yeah, but music can pay, but it's not the kind of payment that you want to sustain yourself forever. So you have to find something that supplements it. And that's why I did hosting karaoke and I did so many other supplementary things. And at the end of the day, when you have this supplementing this and this supplementing this, then you have a higher ground of then achieving. Find a way to eat. You're a human being, you've been put on this earth. Initially, we had the theory of survival for the fittest, where only the fittest would then survive. Make it applicable to you, survive. I had to do things I was not entirely comfortable with. I mean, I didn't really want or dream or die to be a karaoke host, but I had to do it because it was paying bills. Like, you have to be able to be flexible. The thing with artists is we have so much ego, and ego is only gonna take you as far as you can go. So you have to find a way to make your things work for you. You have to be a fighter. You have to fight for your position, and then you have to be flexible about the outcome. You can't just be stuck on one way of thinking. This is life. You have to survive. Look for any other way to survive. Yeah, I think so. Okay, my parting shot is
Salimia atakusiku hivyo.
Nisembiwa
Wagotea atakuanza. Gotea mafasi.
niaje wase.
Janao.
If you're watching this, I don't even know why you're watching me, but this is your fault. No. Okay. Niaje wase. How do you do?
How do you do?
Pressure. When pressure.
Hey guys, how do you do? Okay, not that. Scratch. Niaje wase. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know what made you watch or why you're even watching in the first place, but here we are. So my parting shot would be follow your truth. And your truth may be just as loud to you and no one else. Just follow your truth. It doesn't matter whether it is politically correct. Just make sure you follow your journey and trust yourself with whatever it is you choose to do. Okay? Mimi, if you want to find me online, you'll find I go by the name Swiga. On Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, it's Swiga, then _Swiga, SWIGA. Name so good you gotta say it twice. Wakili quick one.
Wakili a quick one.
Hey, big up Roy. Your camera show. First of all, big up Roy and this platform you are doing, because you are very consistent and insistent, and that's what some of these lazy creatives like me we need. Because honestly, this is amazing, and thank you for all those questions. Makes us sort of look back. So thank you for this platform. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys actually get to watch and like. And if you don't watch and like also, it's okay. So I wanna give my dog the best life there is. I want her to be so fat, and for her fat to just be shiny and glossy. I'm in a situationship. I'm available and I'm not available. All at the same time. All at the same time. That's an unguarded territory.